The security guard comes running and forcefully tries to remove the boss from her chair and sits near her. As she tries to call her office staff, he stops her and, while talking to his mother on the phone, says, "Mom, look, I work in a very big company, and this is my girlfriend." The old woman asks, "How much is your salary?" The security guard replies, "Mom, my salary is very high, and I work in a big company." And showing the money, he says, "Look, Mom, I have a lot of money. You worry too much about me. Don't worry." The old woman says, "Son, bring your girlfriend home someday. We want to meet her too." The security guard replies, "Yes, Mom, I will. I'm at work right now. We'll talk later." After the call ends, Mala stands up. The security guard says, "Please sit down." Mala sits, and the security guard says, "Please forgive me. I was helpless," and starts to leave. Mala stops him. The security guard asks why. Mala tells him his job is terminated. The security guard becomes very worried and says, "Please forgive me. I was just talking to my mother. That's why I sat on your chair." Mala says, "So was my office only made for you to talk to your mother, and there was nowhere else?" The security guard replies, "Please forgive me. I had no choice. Otherwise, I don't have the status to sit on your chair." Mala asks, "What kind of compulsion was it that you could only talk to your mother by sitting in my office?" The security guard explains that his mother keeps asking where he works, and if he told her he was a security guard, she would worry because he is well educated. Due to circumstances, he had to take this job, and he didn't want his mother to worry, so he told her he worked in a big company. Mala says, "That means you are educated, yet you're doing this job. In our company, educated people get good positions." The security guard says the manager only gave him this job because he was a village boy, so he wasn't given a better position. Mala says, "Come and sit here. I'll call the manager now." Mala calls the manager and says, "Come to my office in 3 minutes. If you're even 1 minute late, you're fired." The manager enters the office with her cousin and asks the security guard, "What are you doing here?" Her cousin scolds him and forcefully removes him from the chair. The manager sits down and asks, "What happened, boss, that you called so urgently?" Mala asks, "I found out you give jobs through recommendations and don't hire village people." The manager replies, "No, madam, that's not true. He's my cousin and very hardworking, so I brought him into the company instead of letting him work elsewhere." Mala says, "You trusted your cousin's talent, but what about that hardworking village boy? You didn't give him a fair chance." The manager replies, "There's no place for such village people in our company." Mala says, "Then there's no place for people like you in my company. Don't come here again." And to the security guard, she says, "From today, you are the manager. I'm giving you this responsibility, and I believe you'll succeed. Take this money." As the security guard reaches for the money, Max pushes him and says, "How can you give him such a big job and so much money?" Mala says, "All of you get out. I know everything now. You're involved in corruption. Leave before I call the police." Max says, "You can't fire us because of this useless security guard. My cousin is the manager. If you fire her, you'll suffer losses." Mala says, "I can bear losses, but I won't tolerate injustice against village people. Get out." Haley says, "People like him come daily to accuse people like us. Don't believe him. Fire him." Mala says, "He's not going anywhere. You leave now, or I'll call the police and you'll spend at least 10 years in jail. Get out." Haley warns, "Remember this. If you fire us because of him, I'll damage your company badly." Mala replies, "People like you can't harm me. Get out." How did you like our story? Please share your valuable opinion.